Yeah, Pist Idiots, Talk Fast TV. It's back. How's it going?
Mate, pretty good, Clocked off work, and it's the weekend, so
There we
quite
go.
pleased for what we've got in store.
With all my guests so far, I've been kind of going back to the beginning. Like who were your early influences growing up? And do you remember like the first time you picked up an instrument?
Yeah, man, I reckon there's those like classic influences of the music that you hear around the house as a kid, and that would have been like Cold Chisel, AC/DC, and all the classic Australiana sort
Mm,
of rock music.
mm.
Uh, and then to I progressed, the first band we saw live in Sydney was Palms, and they're like icons and massive influences to us, and that was like the eye-opening experience into like Sydney music and Australian live music as a whole. Like it was a really, really interesting way to think about it, looking back at it. I remember I got guitar lessons at I reckon I was about 10. Mum got me a guitar, like a couple of guitar lessons, and it was just a little nylon acoustic, and I've still got it today. So, well, and I play it like nearly every day. Like guitar's next to my bed when I wake up in the morning. So,
Oh, decent.
but, just for a little tinkle, it's really good fun to play.
And for you, I guess you've kind of touched on it then, but was there any gig that you went to or festival maybe and you thought, fuck, like that, I want a bit of that. I want to be up on that stage kind of doing it?
Yeah, it was definitely that run of Palm shows, and like that was like, oh fuck yeah, this band's so sick. Like we saw them at like Secret Garden Festival, which is like a bit of a doof sort of festival out in Campbelltown.
Okay, yeah.
And we're looking at that going, this festival's great, this is really good, and started going to a couple other festivals and stuff like that, like Splendor and Falls and Grooving in the Moo, just as punters. And then fucking a couple years later, like literally we play Secret Garden Festival on its last year, and that's sort of like a surreal feeling, going from like being a punter to being an artist. It's a really strange feeling, but it's like the nicest feeling ever.
Yeah, for sure. It's got to be good for the fans as well to be like, well, if it's possible for them, then there's obviously kids out there who want to do it as well. So it's like kind of a little inspiration for them, I guess.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah. Whereabouts are you guys from, and how was the band formed?
So we're from a suburb in Sydney called Revesby, which is somewhere between Sydney Airport and Campbelltown.
Okay.
Like if you're heading southwest. We all pretty much went to school together, and have known each other since we were like in primary school. So it's a pretty like long-standing friendship first before anything else, and
Sweet.
And then now we're just playing a band together, and none of us have played in other bands.
Yeah.
There's not really that many people in Revesby playing bands and stuff like that, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how we all clocked in.
Sweet. One thing I was going to touch on definitely, and I love it. The name Pist Idiots. Where did that come from?
Oh, we were rehearsing for a battle of the bands at the local pub, and like we're all like super naive. And the poster on the pub says, fucking everything included. Like, so just a standard backline included. So we're thinking, oh, they've got guitars. Oh, they've got drumsticks. Oh, they've got guitar picks.
Yeah.
And like everything included, like so naive. And so we're like hyping up to that. And before we left, like, going to the pub to play this show with absolutely no gear, our mate goes, you guys have got to, go under something. You've got to have a name, and you've got to have like, a performance name. Like, and he was like, Pist Idiots. And we're like, oh yeah, Pist Idiots. We did that, and that was it. It stuck. We thought about changing it a couple of times, but nah, it's what it is. It stays true.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
and was the Battle of Bands, was that your first gig together?
Yeah, pretty much. There would have been
Yeah,
only three of us at that time in the band,
yeah,
and you know, it would have been five covers
yeah,
and repeated, like, you know,
yeah, for
same
sure.
song three times sort of situation.
Yeah. How was that? Was it, did you, like, what was your first memories of that? Like, were you buzzing? Were you nervous? Were you,
Oh, oh, nervous. Like, I'd never really done any. None of us had really ever done any performance before
mm,
that. Like, I maybe went up a couple of times on an open mic night
yeah,
with an acoustic guitar, but I think that was the first one. It may have been a trivia night we did for a touch footy club, but
yeah,
that was definitely one of the earliest like fucking shows, and I think it is the show.
yeah,
But yeah, like we just had friends at the pub and getting pissed, and like it was like it was like a $600 um like to win $600 to win that battle of the bands, and
yeah. Okay.
like we're pretty cushy with the pub,
Mm.
like we're pretty much locals, but we all left before like they could say who got the $600, and because we left, we couldn't get the $600.
Ah,
Would
fuck.
have been the most money that what we would have got for like fucking 5 years or something. So, you know, $600. That's
Yeah,
for a first show. That's a
yeah,
fucking steal.
definitely, man. Yeah, awesome. But I
Mm.
guess it's rock and roll leaving and being like, fuck it, we don't need the prize.
Nah, fuck, we did.
Yeah.
We didn't even
Um,
have guitars, man.
so big news yesterday. I saw on your social media. You're going to be playing Wide Awake Festival in London this coming summer. Well, English summer.
Yeah, it's I'm very fucking excited. It looks like a crazy, like very impressive bill.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
yeah, I'm very keen. Have you been before in the past?
I've never been to this festival in
Have you gone to
particular,
any wide awakes?
but I've had friends that have seen Primal Scream before, and obviously that album's legendary, isn't it? Screamadelica. And the rest of the lineup looks
Yeah.
decent as well, very decent. So, yeah, I'll be telling my friends back home to get there for sure.
Oh, I can't wait. That's like one of the last shows of the run of UK shows that we're doing, and I think it might be the second last show, and the
Mhm.
last shows with Amel at um the O2 Brixton Academy. So
Oh,
I'm
sweet. Yeah,
pretty keen to give it a good nudge, you know,
yeah.
and
And
see
who
how
was
we
that
go.
with? Sorry.
Amel and the Sniffers.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. The Brixton Academy is one of my best, one of my favorite venues. Awesome, awesome venue.
Oh, well, I can't wait to go check it out. I'm like real keen.
Mm.
There's, I think we're opening, so I definitely know we're opening up. So we've got a whole lot of debauchery ahead of us without having
Exactly.
to get stuck into doing the late slot.
For sure, man. You got when in Rome, when in
So
Rome,
I
or when
can't
in
wait.
London. So what other plans have
Yeah.
you got for
When
2022?
in London. Um, at this rate, it's just fucking go overseas and cruise for a little bit afterwards, and I guess
Mm,
we'll try and write more music and
yeah,
work on a future body of works, and see what happens from when that comes to fruition. And
yeah, sweet.
nothing crazy planned. Just
Cool.
go, just play a little bit while we got the chance.
Oh yeah, it's been
Could
a
all shut down tomorrow.
exactly yeah, it's been a tough couple of years on the music circuit. Um, so
Yeah.
do you have any ultimate dreams for the band, or is it just kind of take it as it goes, enjoy what you're doing?
No, I do. Like, there's been times where I go, like, a massive goal of ours was to go overseas
Mm,
and play overseas and go and see some parts of the world off the back of playing music, and
mm,
that was a massive achievement for us, and the fact that that's coming forward is like, like shit, we're kicking some goals. But would love to go and play in the States, do and play more shows elsewhere, maybe a little bit weird, maybe Brazil. Like everyone's calling for Brazil, so
decent.
Just like give it a pretty red hot crack and try and play as far and wide as possible, and that'd be mad. Like we supported Skeggs at like the other thing, we supported Skeggs at the Enmore, and like playing in the Enmore Theatre in Sydney was like so incredible. It was like so thankful to play it. It was like the most profound venue in Sydney behind the Opera House.
Okay.
So like maybe what if there was ever one day where we could pull an Enmore headline slot, that'd be insane. But I guess we just got to write more music and better music, and maybe that stuff will come.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll wait and see.
It's great to hear that. I love that drive, man. It's sick, and hopefully it happens. Hopefully it comes into fruition for you. Definitely.
Yeah.
So with all my guests so far, been doing a quick fire round just to finish it off with. So if it's all good with you, I'll fire some quick fires your way, yeah?
Yeah, let's go. Let's shot.
Okay. What do you prefer, being at home or on the road?
Oh, fuck. On the road.
Cool. Up north or down south?
How far north? North.
Up to you.
North for sure.
Cool.
No, I like going north.
Music-wise, UK or USA?
Whoa. Fuck. Maybe I'll go UK, eh?
Yeah, cheers. Are you on the beers or on the wine?
I'm on the beers, mate.
Cool. Would you rather
on the wine? Doesn't matter.
Just anything. Playing arenas or playing festivals?
Oh, I just want to be playing.
Cool.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to play arenas, so it's going to be festivals.
Yeah. John Lennon or Bob Marley? Bit of a random one.
John Lennon. I think I'm John Lennon.
The Beatles or the Stones?
Ooh. Controversial. And maybe Stones. Nah, Beatles.
Cool.
Beatles.
By the beach or in the mountains?
Do love the Stones, but
same. Snap.
By the beach.
Cool. If there's any artist, past or present, that you could, and they could be alive or dead, that you could watch live and have like a 5-minute chat with them after, who would it be?
Oh, this one goes down Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, decent. Yeah, the boss.
The boss.
Yeah. Cool.
Nah, yeah.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Here's one for you. As you're Australian, who would you say is the best Australian artist of all time? Best musician of or band of all time?
Best band of all time.
From your shores.
Fucking best artist of all time. Wow. Artistically, I think like Nick Cave's really big, and he's got way more substance than I think others. But as far as it goes, like I love Cold Chisel so much.
Cool.
Cold Chisel, AC/DC, and Nick Cave.
Nice.
And we'll be replacing all those names with Amel and the Sniffers. in 10 years' time, they'll be the biggest export of Australia from this era,
Yeah.
hands down.
Cool.
Yeah. Fuck knows.
And then just finally, why should people go out and listen to Pist Idiots if they don't already know?
What?
Why should people go out and listen to Pist
Why
Idiots?
should people go out and listen to us?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You feel like dancing? You feel like drink? If you feel like drinking, go and listen to us.
Exactly.
Go and listen to Pist Idiots.
That's perfect.
Look at that. Look at the sun coming through, baby.
Right at that moment as well.
Right, mental.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, Jack, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. I appreciate your time. And I just want to say all the best for
Cheers, Jack. I
2020.
appreciate it as well, mate.
Nice one.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Bye.
Done. Are we hanging up?
Yeah, that'll do. I can cut that.